Good morning and welcome. Today we have, in order of speaking, myself, Cristina Rosario, James Bossi, and Nathan Kaur. The brief by Unilever presented us with a challenge to understand behaviours, rituals and routines in regards to hand washing techniques in Australia and South Korea. Within this research phase, we had a clear idea that the direction was going to take a domestic approach, and thus we'll look at the private spaces. However, an understanding of the public spaces can bring new insights into the domestic environment. The data obtained is collected from both secondary and primary research. Unilever, as a multinational company providing products to over 2 billion people worldwide, have already implemented company strategies in improving health and hygiene through their products and their partnerships with non-government organizations. Through these relationships, they are able to expand their understandings in developing better programs to encourage better hygiene in areas in need. The two regions that we are going to be exploring, Australia and South Korea, consists majoritarily of the middle class living in cities and suburbs. In researching Korea, a group of students were able to travel there. South Korea is a country very proud of their history and entertainment. The comparison of cultures contributes to a different perspective of cleanliness. Hygiene is very prominent in Korea in general, spending a significant amount of money on beauty products, brushing their teeth after every single meal, and also diet as a way to keep healthy. At the beginning of every meal, clean hands are encouraged with towelettes such as these presented to everyone. Australia, as a multicultural nation, prides itself as a country of great opportunity. Time spent outdoors, such as picnics on the beach, pose situations where washing your hands after doing activities is accessible, but not always done. Though there are educations on good hygiene is often assumed. We also found that personal experiences greatly affected your perception. Signs on the formalities are enhanced in industry and public spaces, with posters that are both educational and act as reminders.
Before starting our research, our group discussed how being hygienic is a subjective topic. What one person believes to be clean can be filthy in the eyes of the other. In that regard, it was important to identify and understand the perceptions of hygiene in the domestic environment and in the greater public. We decided to create a survey to help us understand the how and why surrounding an individual's hygiene ritual. The survey was designed to provoke descriptive answers that were then coded and categorized to produce numerical data that could be used to visualize areas of concern. By viewing the results to question 1, we can see that 60% of respondents washed their hands before eating, 53% after going to the bathroom, and a mere 20% before cooking. 57% of respondents relaxed their standards of personal hygiene when in the comfort of their own home. Domestic bathrooms are perceived to be far cleaner than public bathrooms, with the explanation that respondents are unconvinced that public bathrooms are cleaned regularly. The survey revealed 3 alarming areas of concern relating to personal hygiene. Firstly, the vast majority of respondents failed to wash their hands before eating, before cooking, or after using the bathroom. Secondly, when at home, the respondents are lulled into a false sense of security as they believe their houses to be clean and free of bacteria. This is a result of not being in contact with visibly dirty objects or environments. Finally, a large portion of the survey sample never use antibacterial products in their daily hygiene routine. So how clean are they really? In his research regarding public hygiene, Lennox Archibald observed that in high-contact areas such as handles, taps and hand dryers, there could be up to 1,000 infectious bacteria per square millimetre. Although domestic bathrooms are considerably cleaner, it must be mentioned that there are many other infectious items in the household that rival those of public bathrooms. People are fooled into believing their households are germ-free as the contact level is low. This is worrying when considering most people let down their hygienic defences within domestic confines.
These are the current products most commonly used for hand washing and hygiene. Cleansers are used to ensure that the hands are physically clean. Sanitizers disinfect the skin after potential contamination with harmful germs. Dryers remove the wetness that aids bacterial transfer. Products of interest: Dettol's motion detecting dispenser. South Korea has soaps mounted on rods, motion sensor taps, and keychain sanitizer bottles. Commonly found dryers in the home are hand towels, and in public bathrooms there are air blowers. These are the new design solutions for hand hygiene. There are concepts attempting to promote interaction by using interesting textures and shapes. Portable products shifting the ritual of hygiene away from placed stations. Future design concepts which aim to utilize plasma gas for hand sterilization and faucet solutions that incorporate extra cleaning features. The surveys highlighted that participants need a greater hygiene effort in the home. Perceptions of cleanliness are skewed, and people are not triggered to clean their hands. We've disclosed how factors of hygiene inform one another, starting with education shaping perception, and then this perception structuring cleaning formalities. Most of the products that are offered in the consumer market lack the appeal to change domestic rituals. New technologies aim to reduce water and material waste. Methods of inviting cleanliness include touch-free or alluring actions. After investigating the rituals of domestic hygiene, we note that improvement requires an increased occurrence of hand washing. We aim to achieve this by eliminating the towel, as it has been deemed an unhygienic drying method that expels the habit of cleaning. Another direction is to adhere to the relaxed environment by creating an attractive living room sanitizer so users can comfortably and effortlessly keep their hands clean.